All right, I'm going to go over the homework problems from 1.7 now, starting with number 1. In the photos below, identify the physical models that represent a circle, a radius, a chord, a tangent, and an arc of a circle. Well, here I can see a circle and a radius could just be maybe like in the center of this circle all the way over. A tangent, let's see here. Actually, if I erase this here, it'll be easier to see. It looks almost like these circles are tangent to each other. Pretty close to it. So that we'll, or actually, even better, this little road right here looks to be tangent to that circle. The arc of a circle, well, there's multiple ones, but I think the best one would be this bridge right here, the arc of this bridge. And there's probably many others you could point out too. Cool. All right, number 2. For exercises 2 through 9, use the diagram at right. Points E, P, and C are collinear, and P is the center of the circle. Okay, so E, P, and C are collinear, and P is the center of the circle. Okay, so that means that this is a diameter, clearly. All right, let's start with 2. Name 3 chords. A, B. Oops, I'm going to turn off to shape. A, B. E, C. It's a chord and a diameter. And B, D. All right. Next, name 1 diameter. Well, that would be E, C. Name 5 radii. Oh boy, here we go. I'm going to erase this so I have more room here. 5 radii. P to C. P to F. P to E. P to A. P to B. Cool. Name 5 minor arcs. Okay, let's do F, D, D, C, E, F, E, A, and E, B. 5 minor arcs done. Next is number 11. In the figure at right, what is the measure of arc PQ and what is the measure of major arc PRQ? Okay. So the measure of minor arc PQ is this arc right here. Remember, measure is the angle or the angle measure. So it's actually going to be the same as the measure of this central angle, which is 110 degrees. Measure of the minor arc PRQ is going to be 360 minus 110. It's the same as the reflex measure of this angle, so hold on. 110 equals 250 degrees. So the measure of arc PRQ equals 250 degrees. There we go. And that is number 11. Number 12, use your compass and protractor to make an arc with measure 65 degrees. Now make an arc with measure 250 degrees. So again, what I'm going to do is draw a circle. I'm going to turn on ink to shape so I can get a better circle. Go ahead and use your compass to draw a circle. Okay. So now that I have that, I'll label the center point O, and I'll draw a radius, okay? Use your protractor to go ahead and draw a 65-degree angle. Nice thing about me is I actually have the ability to use this here. So I'm going to go start at 83 degrees, 65. Let's see. That's 23 minus 5, that'll be about 18. Should be about there. Yeah, it looks pretty close to it. So that's 65 degrees. And I'm going to label that A, label that B. Now make an arc with a measure of 215 degrees. So the measure of arc AB equals 65 degrees. Now we're going to go ahead and make one that's 215 degrees, right? So all the way across the circle right here, that's 180. I'm going to have to go an additional 35 degrees. So we started at 86 and got 81, that's 5. And we're going to go down to 51. There we go. Okay, and I'll label this P. And so the measure of the arc, measure of major arc ABP is 215 degrees. And again, we did that by doing a half a circle and then adding on 35 degrees to that using our protractor, right? So if you line up your protractor, so the vertex at the center of the circle at point O, and then just measure 35, you'll get 180 plus 35 is 215 degrees, and you'll be able to get the whole major arc there. All right, so yep, a little 215 degrees. There we go. Good. All right, that's number 12. And then finally, number 15 says to sketch triangle ABC. Sketch an inscribed circle in triangle ABC. Sketch a circle that circumscribes triangle ABC. What do you think every triangle can have a circumscribed and circumscribed circle? So, ink to shape on would be much better. Okay, so here is a triangle. And the next thing we're going to do is sketch a circle that circumscribes it. So circumscribe means that it's actually going to hit every single vertex. And so let's try to make it so that it does. And it's going to be kind of hard for me to do it here, but if you use your protractor, you can probably get your compass, you probably get a pretty good one. But the idea is you have an approximate circle that goes through every vertex of the triangle. And that is the circumscribes one, right? So circumscribe means outside. The inscribe one, I'll use a different color, means it's going to actually be tangent to one point inside the circle. So I usually will just kind of mark a point that's about in the center of it, right? And it, again, for me, it's a little hard to do. But sometimes if you just kind of try, that's not too good. Let's see if I can do a better job. Kind of looks more like an oval, but it is actually possible to do a inscribed circle inside of every single triangle, and then a circumscribed circle outside every single triangle. All right, that concludes the homework for lesson 1.5, or part 1.7.